There was a little bit of regret when I done the decats. Hit a puddle, car spun out twice.
Oh man,
that was fun.
Did it write it off?
No.
Car vertical. I'm going to assume you probably didn't do your checks when you bought it. Right, cool. Reece, come and get in camera, man. Good to meet you. I know we briefly met off camera.
Yep.
And when I saw you, I thought, I know this guy from somewhere, but it turns out we don't.
Probably just seen each other
on the channel, but yeah.
I've got one of those faces that people just want to punch, so it's...
You ain't, man. You're looking good.
No,
you're looking good. So you lived in Luton for a bit, though?
Yeah, I went to uni over there.
What did you do in uni?
Law.
Oh, really?
I was studying law for a while, and then, after I finished, I've never actually used the degree for anything, but here we are.
So what are you doing for work now, then?
Got a pressure washing business.
Really?
Yeah, we're just starting to start it up, hence the reason I want to sell the car, take it a bit more serious.
Well done.
I've just bought, my daughter's just been born, well, I say just 10 months
Congratulations.
old. Thank you. So yeah, she's 10 months old, and now it's not the most ideal car. I bought it after she was born, because I was having a bit of a midlife crisis moment.
Okay.
And yeah,
that's mad. Sorry, so you had a baby and then you went out and bought an M4?
I had a 530e 21 plate, lovely car, got written off 3 weeks before she was born. Somebody crashed into me on the A1. So I thought, okay, panicked, went out and bought an Audi Q8.
Okay.
Absolutely hated it.
That's interesting, because they're a nice car, aren't they?
Lovely looking, lovely comfortable drive. The throttle response takes a solid 3.5 seconds. So
really?
You put your foot on the accelerator and the car's just like, I'll think about it. Gave up on it. Went over to EAG, which I know you know from one of your videos.
Yeah.
I went over to them and they had this in. It was a high miler when I picked it up. They said they normally wouldn't buy them when they're on this kind of mileage, but because of the packs that it's got on it,
it's got good spec. We'll come to that shortly.
Yeah. So they took it on and I was like, do you know what? I do relatively high mileage anyway, which has only gone up again. And I was like, do you know what? It's already lost its money really, so it can't depreciate as much as if I bought a car that was on 10,000 miles and then it's going to lose all its money instantly. So I picked it up and it's been an absolute dream, but it's getting to the point where it's probably not going to get driven a whole lot over the next couple of months.
So you're going to go back to getting something like big and family oriented?
To start off with, I think I'm going to keep it nice and cheap while I focus on the business. Something that just, I might even have a look around at what you've got. Something that's like sub $5,000 that I can just put my daughter in the back of. It's safe, it does a job, doesn't cost me anything, lives on the driveway, and then the rest of the time I can use the van.
Perfect.
So.
Okay, so you're here today to sell it. What's the mileage on it now?
77.
77, okay.
It might be a bit higher, a bit lower. I can't remember exactly.
That's all right, that's fine. It's a 70 plate as well, so that must be one of the last ones, surely?
Yeah, it's at the back end of that
really
year with the ultimate
red
pack. Yeah, and it's not missing any features, but yeah, because your shape would have come out around the same year, I think.
21, yeah. So is it a 21 car? It's probably not, is it?
No,
so
I believe it's just a 20.
We can have a look at all that shortly. All right, so what's your asking price? How much are you hoping to get for it?
26.
26, yeah? Okay, and is there anything wrong with it? Anything I need to know about?
Apart from the aesthetics, it doesn't have cats on it.
Okay.
Straight to the point, no cats. 2 curbs on that side, slight bump on the back left because my friend doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
Apart from that, absolutely nothing. And wear on the driver's bolster, which that's probably got the same thing.
Yeah, they do wear. I think my M4 CS, I remember when I had that, the car had done no mileage and it had actually worn out. They do wear quite bad.
That's not as bad as they could be. I mean, again, the car's a bit lived in at the moment, but
yeah, no, that's fine. You're using it daily. That's all good. Yeah. So, working wise, have you started on? You're doing your business now, yeah?
So I've bought a new van last week. I prepped it all during this week. I'm insuring the new van this week. The last one just went. It's not ULEZ compliant. If ever I've got a job in London, I don't want to pay the extra £13. I'm tight. It's the customers end up having to pay that anyway because I don't need to be out of pocket for that. So then I end up charging a premium. So it's ideal to have something that's ULEZ compliant, bit smaller, doesn't really cost me anything. I'm working on getting that on the road during the next week, hopefully.
Brilliant.
And now that the frost and the weather's starting to warm up a little bit, I can get out and
start doing work.
Do driveways, without it turning to ice.
Funny enough, we actually washed our yard last couple of days. We've just been working on it over the last few days and we've put the cars back today. But last winter we done it and it froze the first night we done it.
Yeah.
And it's a pain. Like it stopped
turns
working.
into sheet ice.
It was like an ice rink there. And it was frozen for 3 or 4 days and it was a pain. But it's nice when it's done. It's clean now.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost complete. So San Marino Blue.
Yep.
Ultimate pack. It's got the ultimate pack.
Yeah.
What does the ultimate pack consist of?
I don't know. I like the name.
Because on the Ultimate Pack G80 is obviously, it's everything. It's called the Ultimate Pack because it is the everything pack.
Yeah, I feel like there's something that it doesn't have. It doesn't have, what is it, when you driving along, the cruise control, the
adaptive
radar. Yeah, it doesn't have adaptive cruise control.
Okay.
It has cruise control, heads-up display, Harman Kardon, heated seats, the 666M alloys.
Of course, because it's a competition pack car. I don't even think I've mentioned that, but yeah.
It doesn't have the extended leather.
Okay.
Which I had an M4 convertible a couple of years ago, and that had the extended leather pack, but this one doesn't. It had the leather dashboard. This, no.
Carbon fibre inserts. Obviously, the competition packs come with these seats anyway.
Yep.
You mentioned that it's decatted, so is it a stage 2 car?
No, so I have it decatted, and using BIMA code, I've just got it running so that it doesn't detect the cats.
Okay.
So you can go into, not BIMA code, boot mod. Boot mod 3. Yeah,
okay.
So you go into it, no cat detection. I can map it if I want to, and I have mapped it before, but I don't like to run it on the map all of the time because it's just putting unnecessary stress on the engine. So maybe if I'm going out to a meet or if I'm doing something, I'll turn pops and bangs on and have a bit of fun in it. But generally right now, it's just running factory.
Okay,
Yeah.
So it's got a map, but it's a switchable map, and currently it's running stock.
Yeah, running completely stock with the decatted downpipes.
Have you still got the original cat? Or the cats?
No, EAG, they done the work and they just never gave it back, and I never even asked for it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I just drove off.
So
with
they
it.
might well still have the cats. So what was the motive to decat the car if you don't want to run more power?
They don't sound great.
Okay.
For a 3 litre car,
Yeah.
they don't run great. And when I do want to tune it and I do want to have that extra little power, I like to have the option there where I can turn it on and it gives
You've got the option. Is it that easy though? So you say you got the cable in the boot?
It takes 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The colour is
Beautiful.
just nice. And for everyone watching, I've been trying to buy, obviously we put the M3 on Planet of Dreams.
Yep.
Parked next to us. We've deliberately parked it there because we wanted a little line-up of M3s there. We've got my one on the end. Then we've got the Planet of Dreams one there. That's been really popular on Planet of Dreams. Everyone seems to be loving that car. In fact, I think it's 19p an entry as well, so it's nothing, is it? I got off the convertible actually. I was looking at a convertible F83, I suppose a convertible is.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned, I think, was it on Enter Edge or did you offer it through WhatsApp or something? I don't know how this come about.
What did I do? I found the WhatsApp number somewhere. I can't remember exactly how I found it, but it might have been on Enter Edge. And I just texted the number on WhatsApp. I said, "Are you interested?" And they were like, "Do you want to do a video?" I thought they said video cool, hence the reason I didn't turn up.
That is so funny. That's so funny.
It's me not paying attention. When you've got a kid, I'm in baby brain mode, so I'm not paying attention to anything. So as you can see, it's only half cleaned because I went to a panic and I went to a drive-through car wash quickly and just quickly
en route.
Yeah, because it was a similar colour to the floor when I left the house. It was brown, so just cleaned it.
In fairness, every video that we've filmed in the last couple of weeks, everyone's bringing dirty cars down, and everyone in the comments is like, I can't believe he didn't clean his car before he come down. But some people have said, I cleaned the car yesterday. I think I cleaned my car 2 days ago and it's filthy.
It's going to get slated because I took it to a scratch and shine.
That is people are getting it in the comments, man. That's against the rules. But it's looking a little bit better.
A little bit.
So under the bonnet, I know I just had a little look under the bonnet just now.
Yep.
It's completely stock under there. Nothing. It's all.
No, so it is just the cats,
It's
and that is
literally
it.
just the cats.
Yeah, full service history. Last service was 5,000 miles ago, just before Christmas.
Yeah.
That's another reason that it's not really ideal because I'm doing horrific mileage.
Okay.
It's just becoming a little bit of a
drain, burden.
Yeah, drain on resources all of the time. So I just need something that I haven't got to think about it anymore.
Yeah.
And just have something that just does the job, and then I'll get back in a performance car in maybe a couple of years' time. I just take a little bit of time off.
Yeah, fair enough. I think everyone goes through that stage, don't they? I'm just looking at that drag. Don't scratch the BM. Okay, so your priority at the minute is being a dad and getting your business moving.
Exactly.
Basically. And it's time to sell the sports car. Let's just have a little look at the valuations now then.
Yeah.
And then history-wise, you said it's
full service
full
history.
service.
All
The
green
last one was 5,000 miles ago. Is that what you said?
Does it show me the mileage without the key?
Maybe not.
No, it doesn't. But it's about 4,500 miles ago.
And who done that one?
EAG.
Oh,
so it's all
brilliant.
BMW service history, and the last 2 have been EAG.
Brilliant. Nice. Okay. So obviously it's with our platform enterreg.com, and you can see here one former keeper. I've got it as 76,000 miles. Let's have a little look at the mileage now. I will check that.
Have you got the key?
I think you can just press. I have got the key in my pocket, but I think you can just press that with these. Yeah, 76. 709. 2020. It is a 2020.
It's been loved. I tell you that much. For a car that's only, what, 5 years old? And to have that kind of mileage, the previous owner loved it as much as I do, but
Yeah.
when you're doing that kind of mileage, it does become a little bit of a...
It's a bit excessive. Yeah, it is, yeah, because it's fuel, I think they do, what, 250 miles to a full tank, roughly? Is it about that?
If that.
Really?
Depends how heavy your foot is.
It depends, well, you've also got a DCAT as well. Really doesn't help. So let's do the evaluations first. Cameraman Zach's actually the editor, but cameraman Amar's not in today. So I was like, Zach, do you want to come out and film a video?
I did actually see that you had a job role going here.
Oh,
not
yeah,
too
we
long
did,
ago.
yeah.
Because I remember watching one of your videos, and it was one of your ones that said, you said it, if you really want to get into the car trade, just do it. Like,
Yeah.
it's fun. And I was like, do you know what? That'd probably be a cool place to try and work. I love cars. So I looked it up, and you had a cameraman role, and I was like, I'm no cameraman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know cars back and forth, but I'm no cameraman, so...
Yeah, fair enough. But I suppose Amar was kind of like that. He just liked cameras. He wasn't really a cameraman.
Yeah.
And I just met him, we clicked, and it worked. And even with Zach, he'd never done anything before, did you? And then it was the same thing again. You come down, we met, and we clicked, and it just worked. And we're just working well as a team now. But we're looking for another person currently.
Yeah.
To just do a bit more of everything, editing and stuff. So
Makes sense.
but yeah, it is a cool place to work. We love it. Cat valuation in clean condition. This car, £23,800. The trade, according to Auto Trader, is 25,306. Okay.
Okay.
So you're asking for £26,000, which is a little bit above the trade values. The retail, according to Auto Trader, is just over 30 grand, and then the retail, according to Cat, is 28,250. So, you know, your valuations are pretty much bang on. You've done your
In the
research,
right
you
area,
know anyway. Whilst we're on here, the spec. So at the top we've got the ultimate package, which from factory was apparently £5,200. That was excluding discounts. So there might have been discounts, but
Yep.
that was a big option.
Yeah. Still don't know what's included in it, but
I'm going to do some research and we're going to put it on screen what the ultimate pack on the F80s consists of, because obviously on my car is actually not an ultimate pack car, but it's not missing much at all.
Is it a glass roof, or is that...
It's just a gloss black roof. I think they wrap them. They're body colour, but they wrap them.
Okay.
Yeah, but mine's got the carbon seats. Obviously these didn't come with any optional seats, so you know it's got it all going for it.
Yeah.
Full merino leather in black, adaptive LED headlights, that's brilliant, it's got that. San Marino blue, how much was that? £950. Head up display, £825. Surround view, which was a nice option on these,
Yep.
£500. Comfort access, I noticed that.
Yep.
So you got that, it unlocks itself.
Best feature ever, but it's one of those things where it does put it at a bit of a higher risk.
It does put it at a higher risk, you're right, but you can switch it off. So
Yeah.
if you want to do that, that is an option as well.
I've got insurance, so I've just opted for the convenience.
There you go. There you go. I'm the same. I like it. Driving assistant, whatever that is. Interior finisher in carbon fibre, which was talked about. Reverse assist camera, which would have probably come as part of the 360 surround. Sun protection glazing, it's got tinted windows.
Yep.
Harman Kardon, nice. It's nice to see that. Should come as standard, I would say, on the compacts, but maybe not.
My previous one, the convertible, didn't have the Harman Kardon, and it sounded like listening to... Do you remember when you were a kid and you had like the Technic headphones?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Really tinny.
Not worth the time.
They're not. I think, yeah, they don't all come with it. I don't know why. You'd expect it. They do. They should.
Yeah,
but they
so
don't.
it was a convertible, so my soundtrack was just have the roof open.
Yeah, perfect. I love a convertible.
Yeah.
I said it a lot on the channel. I love a convertible. Steering wheel, heated steering wheel. It's got the button on the side. That's nice. The 20-inch wheels, speed limit display, which is on the head-up display. That's nice. Extended storage. We've had that before on the channel as well. And high beam assistant. So
I'm not sure if it does have extended storage. That's something that I'm questioning now, because I believe the extended storage would be here, but it's got the buttons there for the lane assist and collision protection and everything like that.
I wonder.
That's got me thinking there's nothing extra in the back. This is when I find out it's got drawers under the seats.
Yeah, with loads of cash in them. It's mine. If it has, it's mine. Yeah.
We'll work on that.
Rear tyres.
Give me an extra grand for the car and we'll share it.
Yeah. All right, so it's quite surprising that it hasn't. So it's got the carbon front inserts on the bumper.
Yep.
But EAG do love a splitter kit. Did it come with splitters? Because they're a nightmare, aren't they?
I was doing 70
Okay.
on the A1.
71 maybe.
69.
Yeah.
And that splitter, had a potential meeting with the car behind me.
Oh no. Oh no, that couldn't have been good.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't have the answer, sir. If you're watching this video,
Sorry.
no. You're too close.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. So it did have a front splitter.
Yeah.
Did it ever have side skirts?
No.
And the rear diffuser, that's non-standard as well.
I've got the original one. I put that on. I do have the original body-coloured one to go straight on the back of it. It's easy enough to do. I just preferred the look of this, and I never got around to putting new exhaust tips on it, hence the reason they're a bit tucked in.
No problem. Let's go for a little drive in it, yeah?
Yeah, let's
do
go.
Car vertical as well. We need to do car vertical. We'll do that. We'll jump in, go for a drive. I'll drive, yeah?
Yeah.
And then we'll just see what we conclude. I'll hit you with 20 grand and kick the tyres and...
Don't know about that. don't
Meet
know
in the
about
middle
that.
somewhere.
20 grand and a Kit Kat and you might have a deal.
Yeah, we all love a Kit Kat. We're both in. That's all that matters. Cool. Right, so car vertical. The standard car vertical check on my channel. Code CCD to get 20% off. Link is in the description. It's really important you do your checks. I'm going to assume you probably didn't do your checks when you bought it because you bought it from a reputable garage.
So, yeah.
Of course. But standard practice, I'm going to do it anyway. So we're looking for all green ticked. Your one, mileage is good.
Yep.
It's all fine from that point of view. There's an amber one on finance.
Yep.
So you've got finance outstanding, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And no previous damage, which is obviously the most important one. And then one ownership record found, which is when you bought it, yeah?
That would make sense, yeah. And obviously
So
the
the previous owner. So September 2020, and then if we scroll down as well, the ownership was changed August 2024. So how old is your daughter then?
10 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
How's it been? This is your first child?
Yeah, I'll let you know when I get some sleep.
What's your advice to anyone wanting to
get a dog?
She was amazing to start with, sleeping through the night, absolutely solid, and we were like, she's tricking us. There's something,
So it's a bit of an illusion.
As soon as she figured out how to crawl, she'll just wake up suddenly at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
And that's it. She wants to get up, start crawling around and doing things. So yeah, we get a solid 3 hours, and then either I'll work the night shift or the missus will work the night shift.
Really?
But she likes to stay up late. So she'll work until baby's asleep, stay up, make sure she's settled, and then I'll wake up at stupid o'clock in the morning and deal with all of that. Yeah.
It is tough.
We had a baby-free night last night, so we're
really
rejuvenated. A little bit hungover, but rejuvenated.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
So back to the car vertical. Yeah, that is all good. The inspection there would have been the MOT in August as well, which is when you bought it.
Yep.
It's all nice and clean, other than obviously the finance. And finance is a good one, because if you're buying a car privately or whatever and you don't do a check and it's got finance on it, and you pay that person for that car, well, that car is still owned by the finance company. It's so important that you check the car, make sure it's all clear, because if you buy that car and it's not clear, well, the finance company can come and take that car off you. It's a massive risk.
I think this is the only car that I've ever bought and not done an HPI check, other than ones that I've bought directly from BMW.
Okay.
So EAG, I trusted them.
Yeah.
So it was fine.
No, it's so important. It's so important that you do checks, because...
And it costs 12 quid for peace of mind.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It costs you a few quid, and yeah, the peace of mind is so valuable. So yeah, car vertical. There's one more thing I just wanted to show as well. The mileage graph, which we sort of flicked past. It's funny because it's such a new car that there's not many records of.
No, it just goes from 0 to probably on its next check it'll be 100,000 if someone's like me.
Yeah, it's had 2 MOTs. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, car vertical, linked in the description below, and make sure you use that code to get 20% off. All right.
Yep.
Do I want to see anything else? I want to hear it. I really want to hear it.
Perfect. It's got the GTS roar on it from the boot mod map as well, so it's just got a little bit of an extra burp.
Okay.
And as you're changing gears and the drop down, you just get a little. It's not pops and bangs. It's just a little.
It's a little. Yeah, a little burst.
It's not obnoxious. I'm 31.
Okay. It's got lane assist.
Yeah. Doesn't really work all that well, I wouldn't say.
It's probably a very early version of a car or a BMW having lane assist, but
yeah, it's like it's never pulled me back into a lane. Like those lines will light up when you're leaving a lane, so that's kind of a warning saying
it's a warning,
but it's not pulling you back in. So I actually prefer that because
that's irritating.
Yeah.
Because some cars, unless you indicate, I don't know if you've ever driven one with actual lane assist where it pulls you. Unless you indicate, it will just pull. And sometimes
the Audi Q8 was terrible for it.
Really?
You would turn it off, and every time you restarted the car, it turned it back on again. So you had to go through all the settings, turn lane assist.
So you can't permanently leave it off.
No.
That's irritating. Whereas this one, you've got a button down here as well, so you can turn it off.
Yeah, and then I think that leaves it off. I've never had to because it doesn't really bother me.
It's not irritating, yeah. It's got Apple CarPlay as well.
Yeah.
Nice. This is the latest F80 M3 M4 that I've ever driven.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't make many in this.
No, this is a really late car.
The thing about them is
having our roof repaired, by the way. All them guys up there.
Oh really?
Yeah, leaks. We're trying to get the back of the unit, the back of the yard all nice, but it's a work in progress. But yeah, sorry.
It takes time because you only just came here, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm slowly getting through everything. But yeah, sorry, what was you saying?
The thing about this car is, for something that's only looked like this since what 2014, but this is a facelift, so 2017. You could buy a 2017 and put a private plate on it, and nobody's going to know if it's a 10-year-old car or a 5-year-old car.
Yeah. I think a lot of people do that for that reason. They buy private plates to just because it's impossible to know then the age of a car. Yeah, it's definitely a bit noisier because the F80 that we've got, the M3.
Yeah.
It's a very quiet car.
So there was a little bit of regret when I done the decats. First time I got on the motorway, it's a very slight drone, like exhaust drone when you're driving down a motorway, and it's like, it's a little bit of a sacrifice, but all I've done to get over that is just use more fuel, just drop it down again. Just don't sit in the top gear, drop it down one, okay, it's gone.
So, and it outweighs the, I suppose, having the sound generally.
Yeah, so we've got cars like C63s and everything else out there. When one of those starts, everyone looks. They're beautiful sounding cars.
Yeah, of course they are.
These, not so much.
They're definitely known for that. They are known for that. But everything about these cars, like they're just so good all round. Even value for money. We talked about the values of this car right now. This is a late car. It's got massive spec. And that's what it's booking at today. It's such a good car for the money. They're one of my personal all-round, all-time, talks go mental.
Good timing.
Yeah. Favourite cars. Like they've got the looks, yeah.
The drive. And that's why I keep going back to them. I had the convertible. Like you, I do like a convertible, but they don't drive the same.
They don't drive the same.
They're more for just kind of cruising around and looking like that guy when you're going down a motorway or through town.
Through town,
but
exactly.
When you're having a little bit of fun on the B roads, no.
Nah.
And I can send you a picture that you can throw on the video as well if you want. I managed to park that one in a ditch.
Oh no way!
Yeah, completely.
You didn't hurt yourself though?
No, completely beached it.
Really?
I was having fun. It was a little bit wet outside. I had it on MDM, like going around the back roads fine. Came out, hit a puddle. Car spun out twice, and if it wasn't for the fact that the car beached itself, I would have fallen backwards off of the grass verge. Oh no. So yeah, I've got a little video of the car sitting in a ditch.
Oh man,
that was fun.
Did it write it off?
No. So a guy came past me in a Range Rover, and he looks at me and he goes, "Do you need some help there?" I was like, yeah. He goes, "I've got a tow rope in the boot that I've really been looking forward to try and use." I was like,
really?
It's like, okay. So he pulls up, puts the towing eye in, gets it all sorted, pulls me out the ditch, and he goes, "All right, I had 20 quid in my pocket." I was like, "I'll give you some money for helping me." He goes, "Don't worry about it, I'll see you in church," and just drives off.
Oh really? That's so sound.
He just left, and I was like, okay, thank you.
That's so good, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you know Hitchin, this was in Codicut.
Okay.
So just as you left Codicut and you go up towards Hitchin, about 100 yards off, I just hit a puddle and spun off into a ditch.
Oh man, that must have hurt inside.
Yeah, but the thing is, as the car was going, I looked out of the driver's side window and I saw a bush coming, and I was like, oh great, hit the bush, spun again, looked out the passenger side window, and I saw a tree coming.
Not the tree.
Yeah, like I just let go of the steering wheel. I was like, really? I had fun. I had a good run. And yeah, as we hit the ditch, I just felt it kind of stop, and I was like, okay, I'm alive.
Yeah.
And I got out, and I thought I'd written it off. Honestly, I thought it was a write-off. There was no way it was driving out of that. Had a flat tire. Same wheels as this. Had absolutely no choice. So I just had to drive it to Quick Fit, I think it was, in Hitchin. And yeah, I took it to a car wash because the wheels were just full of dirt. Car wash was 100 yards up the road.
Yeah.
Got it cleaned, and yeah, I just drove it to a car wash on a flat tire.
Oh man, well you were lucky then by the sounds of things, weren't you?
Yeah, not car wash, tire
place, yeah. So since you've had this, you ain't put this into no bushes, no?
No, not yet.
There's an M4 behind us, funny enough. I just saw it.
I saw it come off the
as I was on the roundabout, I see it. That's a good colour. That's it's not Snapper Rock Grey. What is it?
It's Brooklyn Grey.
I think it's Lime Rock Grey. I think Brooklyn Grey. That is a nice colour though. I do like that.
Is nice.
Of the colours, these two colours, San Marino, if that is Lime Rock, I'm pretty sure it is. These are the best two colours that you can get on
I
these
don't think
cars.
you've seen the yellow one.
Do you know what?
Yellow,
That's a good point. I saw one on Instagram this morning.
Same as that.
You don't see them. T-Tints. It went on T-Tints in Luton, was it?
No.
I see it on their Instagram and I was like, do you know what? That is nice.
Yeah, with all the black body kit on them, no carbon. It was
That is nice.
Perfectly. It had the front canards like you've got on yours, the one that I saw. It was stunning. So yeah, that's definitely worth going.
Yeah. Verdi Mantis Green's another good colour, but yeah, mate, I don't know. There's a lot of good colours.
It's the individual colours that really do it. My last one was white, and it just didn't really.
Doesn't pop the same, does it?
No, it didn't stand out.
Special.
No, it's still an M4.
Still a nice car. Of course.
Exactly. But this is like, I drive past people, and like, there's a bunch of kids over that live in St Neots that stand on certain junctions recording as people drive past them.
Oh, really?
And yeah, so one day I was flicking through TikTok, and you could just see me like driving past them because it was just one of the cars that they like. Like
it's just no, everyone loves them. Even my little boy, this is his favourite era of M car.
Yeah,
he loves these.
He's got the right idea.
He's got the right idea. So work-wise, what were you doing before you started your pressure washing business?
Doing sub £5,000 cars, so buying and selling.
So you did go down that route then?
Yeah, but I had a 1 Series that made me realise that you need really good insurances to be able to do it. Kind of like one of your videos I watched the other day, was it the Audi, the A6?
Yeah.
It's problem after problem. And this 1 Series that I sold, I ended up buying it back, and then I ended up having to throw the money out to get it, and I sold it at about £4,000 loss, because it ended up being engine swap after doing all of these little repairs that the car ended up having done to it. It was just like,
man.
do you know what? It happens, and I do really want to get back into the car trade, but I want to have a little bit more money backing me to do so, because now that I've got my daughter, I don't really have the luxury of just being able to gamble and say, yeah, I'll throw money at that, and if I lose it, I lose it. Yeah. I've got her to think about now, so.
Yeah, it's very off-putting, and I say it a lot to people that are getting in the trade, like, don't let them losses put you off of it, because it does happen. My thing there, like, my advice there would be BMW 1 Series, what year was the car?
That one was a 57. So it was older, but they're
usually quite good.
It was on good mileage as well.
Really?
Yeah, it was a 118, and it was only on 30-something thousand miles. But it started getting me thinking that it'd been clocked, but there was no indication. I even asked the garage, I was like, is there any indication that this car's been clocked? And they were like, no. Like, there's not really much wear on anything. So it's like corrosion because of where we live. Obviously, we're in the UK, and cars just corrode. Like, lots of salt and stuff, but no, it was really
just bad luck.
Yeah, just really bad luck. Maybe it'd been sitting for too long. There was gaps in the service intervals, so the car might have just been sitting for a long time, but who knows?
I was going to say 1 Series ain't the most reliable cars on the road, I can say that, but
no,
we're very sceptical. Like when we're buying them, we make sure they're good. They've not had no previous issues.
I had a really good purchase, another 1 Series that my now fiance ended up driving.
Yeah.
And that lasted her for years. It was on 66,000 miles when I picked it up. It was a 13 plate, 14 plate.
Okay.
And she took it up to about 118,000 miles, and she didn't even service it. Like I kept saying to her, like, we need to get your car serviced, and she's constantly too busy. She She ended up not doing it, and she's just traded it in a couple of months ago and bought a nice little Audi A3 for the daughter to be able to get in.
And the 1 Series was fine the whole time?
That 1 Series was absolutely fine. Never
so there you go.
Window regulators. That's all that went on it.
This is the thing. People ask me for advice on cars sometimes, and I'll say, I think that's a great car, whatever car. That's a great choice of car. But at the same time, I can't. We all have different experiences with.
It's luck of the draw.
It's luck of the draw. It really is. And even cars that have been maintained well. So that your Mrs. 1 Series there is a good example.
Yeah.
It's the general rule of thumb is look after the car and it will look after you.
Yeah.
She hasn't even looked after that car, but it has looked after her.
And she asked me if I wanted to buy it back and sell it. I was like, absolutely not. So we found a garage and we were straight with them. Like they're based up in Northampton, I think. I can't remember what they were called. And they were like, we'll give it. I think she got like 800 quid back for it.
Sounds.
But it's like they just took it and they're like, yeah, they'll probably just auction it off.
Yeah,
and get rid.
exactly. Yeah.
But that's the car game. Like,
it is. It's a gamble. It is ultimately. It's a bit of a gamble.
It's like even this, like touch wood that nothing happens, but it's like this has been absolutely amazing and it's full service history. Everything's all really nice and up to date. But it could get a mile down the road and go wrong. Pray it doesn't. I should not have said that.
No.
Don't put it out there.
Yeah, but no, you're right though, because it does happen, and it's the reality, I suppose, of used cars.
Yeah.
That import is nice. I'm looking at it in my mirror. That is very, very nice.
It's got a nice kit on it as well.
This would look good with a nice kit on it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
It's a funny one.
Hit and miss. That rear diffuser is a bit of a... It was one that I picked up and I was like, why is it the centre bit's black?
Yeah, that's random.
And yeah, I did want to get a replacement one, but I just never got around to it, and now I'm just not really that interested. It's just costing me money. Yeah, had its running in service.
Yeah.
18,000, 36,000, 56,000, and then the EAG one's coming at the bottom at 66 and 72.
Oh yeah, cool.
So the last one was engine oil, spark plugs, and prior to that was brake fluid and engine oil.
Nice.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think a brake service is coming up.
Okay. Sorry, what was the most recent EAG one, mileage-wise?
That was 72, so we've got 76 now. That was just before Christmas, just to give you an idea of how much mileage I'm doing. We're on the 1st of February.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the car don't need anything then, really. I know you say it's got a couple of marks on the wheels. That's just
a little bit of prep work, but
yeah.
I would say normally you'd say, oh, it's a 10-year-old car. It's got these things going, but no, it's a young car, but it's on high mileage. Things happen.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I get that. I expect that anyway.
Yeah.
And you're not asking unreasonable money for it. It's.
I think I'm bang on the money, to be honest. And for something that needs minimal prep work, maybe a clean.
So I would say I'm happy to give you 26 grand for the car if you can get a set of stock cats for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think that's like, you know, the car is exactly what you said it is. The history's good, condition's good. You know, it's a really, really nice car. Spec's good, colour's lovely. It's for me personally, it ticks every single box. Like I said, I'm trying to get one for Planet of Dreams, and this fits the picture absolutely perfectly. So I'm happy.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Deal done. Yeah. 26 grand.
Yep. Cool.
Sorted.
Sounds good.
Wicked. We've got that. Sound. So this car is going to go straight on Planet of Dreams.
Perfect.
So for anyone, including you, if you want to enter for your chance to win it, you get one free entry.
I'm buying a ticket for that M3 when we get back.
The F80, yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
It would be gutting to sell it, win it back, and then still have the practicality issues of not being able to get my daughter in it. So I'd be better off putting my chances into the M3.
That one, because it's got 4 doors.
Yeah.
So this one would probably be a similar price as that one. I think that's 90p an entry. This would be the same. Obviously, make sure you get one free entry. If you ain't got 90p to hand, go and get you one free entry. Dream catchers you already entered should be on the website at the point this video goes live. All right. Planet Dreams is linked in the description below. Do you want to link your your pressure washing business below?
Yeah. So Premium Pressure. I don't have the links for the thing, but we can try and put them down in the link.
Yeah.
If you're alright with that.
Yeah, of course. Do it, man.
We'll try and get that all up and running and have that down in the link.
And you're Bedfordshire based, yeah?
Yeah, Bedfordshire based, but we're happy to travel. We're trying to tackle the M1 and A1 corridors, so everywhere from St Albans and Luton to
as far as Peterborough.
Yeah, we'll go up that far. Yeah, tackle anywhere kind of on that corridor. So I can jump straight on it, up and down, job done.
sorted. So we'll link that below. We'll also link Car Vertical in the description below. Use my code CCD to get that discount. I will show you an example of a crash car because we do that all the time. There you go. And that's what you do not want to see when you're doing your car vertical checks. That's nice.
That is beautiful.
That is very, very good looking car. And enter reg for any car traders out there that want to buy stock like this for private sellers. I'll link enter reg in the description below as well. All right, that's everything done.
Sounds good.